So, Sri BC Datta, who is the Vice President of Corporate Affairs at Hyundai Motors India Limited. Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure to see you here at this platform. And thanks for your time, despite all the challenges and on the timing and the situations that you have, and really appreciate you being here. And with this very short introduction, I think, I'll let you give your time for that.
We'll start, Mr. Sasi.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for this Abdul Kalam Foundation's this conference or webinar. And I have had 2-3 times meeting with Mr. Sheikh, and then it was very fruitful and very heartening to know so much of activities are being conducted and done, and definitely as the people's president, definitely a lot more to be done in his name, and many more activities also to be done. We're very, very happy and good to see. Now, moving forward, I think we will. I think Professor Jhunjhunwala and Professor Gupta and also Mr. Mahesh has already covered. So from my side, I think the future of the, what is so far in these many years, what we were doing is creating more and more mobility solutions, models, and different type, different power. Most of the activities, mobility are all dependent on petrol or diesel, this kind of fuel. Over a period, of course, since the most of the polluted 14 of the cities in the world are in India, a lot of efforts have been made to move from these kind of petrol, diesel to the electric power. Of course, metro rails and electric trains and most of these things are all a result of that. And but however, the whole thing has now seen a change that post this COVID-19, a lot of changes, disruptions are happening in terms of whether one should travel in a mass transport vehicle or one should use a personal vehicle or a smaller vehicle. So possibly that is where, as Mr. Mahesh put it, two-wheeler and three-wheeler are the, given, the most preferred mobility solution as of now. So a lot of opportunities, innovations also are going on in terms of the electric vehicle and a similar, of course, technologies, environment-friendly technologies going on. I saw the other day Bangalore, 2 boys have done something on aluminum and water, and they were saying the vehicle can run for about 1,000 kilometers. So these kind of innovation definitely would, would definitely add, a lot of innovations, and then of course add value to our own living. Such being the case, our own, the automobiles per se has always been the forefront. And so what has happened now is from electric and this thing, we have moved a very slow step. We have taken to CNG and LPG kind of thing, which are less pollutant, and possibly later the hybrid vehicles also started coming in. Now of course, the electric vehicles. The electric vehicles, of course, most of the OEMs have started doing manufacturing it here and selling. Of course, as Mr. Jhunjhunwala put it, the batteries is the one major issue. It's also the cost is coming down and drastically. A lot of efforts and innovations are happening. It definitely needs to bring down, so that eventually brings down the price of the vehicle, and it becomes more and more affordable and more used in the country. Definitely, it is the need of the hour, considering the huge amount that we pay for the import of fuel. Now, from our end, the Hyundai Motor India, we are the largest exporter of cars from India for almost now 20 years. made in India cars have been exported to over 88 countries, and wherever we have exported, they have won awards, and they have won name for the technology that we have created here and making it in India. So we are also now started making electric vehicles. For the first SUV in India, we have released, which runs about 450 kilometers. Looking at other options of bringing lower price and of course more affordable, of course, cars. Now, moving forward, of course, all the whether the such mass transport vehicle one should travel or not because of the COVID has definitely made more and more people to opt for these kind of smaller vehicles. So definitely there's a great future, and for the innovations also, there's so much of innovation that Mr. Gupta has put it. A lot of innovations are happening, and definitely they are happening in the mobility area also. So that will definitely bring in India to focus, and as the present government has been pushing very hard that make in India, and also making sure that we are making it here and also exporting it. So it gives a lot of encouragement to bring the technology, innovate, and also export, make it here and also export. And also look forward to more and more companies coming here and setting it up, and also innovations also taking place here. I'll not, take more time because I think the organizers have informed that short of time. But then my only this thing is that submission is that the innovations definitely are needed. At the same time, huge infrastructure is also required. There are a lot of challenges in terms of that. So the government of India, we have been submitting it to them that that's the need of the hour, the infrastructure, and that needs to be definitely looked at and then to be built on, so that more players, more OEMs can, or MNCs come in and start doing, working here, producing here, making India a great place. So with this, I think I'll make open this thing for more questions rather than speaking. And thanks to the Mr. Sheikh and the Abdul Kalam Foundation for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Datta. Thanks a lot. I think you gave a completely different perspective. And first and foremost, India is very thankful to Hyundai and for being one of the largest exporters of cars. And we see that. I mean, I live in Sriperumbudur, so I see it myself physically, the amount of value addition and economical growth that your organization brings to India, and especially also driving in the area of electric vehicles. So thanks a lot